This is Lorenzo, by the way. Got me hooked on these things. This is not like some plug. We don't even know these people, so I'm not plugging them, but I'm trying to be man-dime like Lorenzo, so I'm gonna hit it, work off that holiday weight.
So he's trying to work off his holiday weight. I just take my hunting a lot more serious.
Have you even killed yet?
You bought all of it off Amazon, right?
Dude, Cody, just earlier today, because he's the guy that knows how all the mounts work and stuff.
Right.
So I got this like cool wallpaper thing, and I'm like, hey, like, can you help me design like my wall there? I got these Euro mounts, and he's just like, yeah, you need to kill more stuff. Like, you don't have enough Euro mounts, and I'm like, going like this. I've never felt so small in my life. How are you?
Working late with me, huh?
Just grinding, bro, just like the old days.
Half season, baby.
I heard there's a point tracker video.
Yeah.
What happened with it? Was struggling with it or something?
Oh my god, yeah. It took like 30 takes to say like 2 sentences. Here we go. All right, welcome to Point Tracker. I'm gonna give you a quick rundown on this awesome new feature that greatly improves. My God. Welcome to Point Tracker. I'm gonna give you a quick rundown.
I heard the point tracker video was rough.
You're bringing that up again, huh? Improve your personal process of finding hunts, researching and finding hunts. God, it was rough because I couldn't communicate the English language out of my mouth. I could think of it in my head, but I just couldn't
Were you like fogging in your brain from lifting so much and eating so much?
That's what it
Is
was.
that what it was?
Getting too jacked, yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to Point Tracker. I'm going to give you a quick rundown on this awesome new feature that greatly improves. Why do I keep messing up right there? Your personal process. Welcome to Point Tracker. Point Tracker. Oh boy.
You're too excited about Point Tracker.
Maybe I was too excited because
I mean, point tracker is awesome.
it's a bad feature.
Don't get too close.
I'm not close. We're very
Do I
far.
look fat?
No. No.
Point Tracker is one of the most requested product features we've had for the last 3 or 4 years. What's awesome is you obviously plug in your points and keep track of that rather than having to go to all the state agencies. But also that carries over, so when you go into filtering 2.0, it knows your residency and your points for each species, carries that in there. When you go into our standalone draws product, it carries it into that. So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, the launch of Point Tracker is awesome. I mean, just for me personally, like having and holding so many points in so many different states for so many species, it's just a constant like rough estimate on how many points I actually have. So like anytime I'm talking to a friend or a family member or whatever, trying to plan a hunt, trying to game plan and figure out if I'm going to draw a tag, I never know exactly how many points I have, so it's just kind of like a rough estimate because having to log into all the different state agencies and get all my points for all the different species, it's just a complete pain in the ass.
It's so frustrating to try to remember all your points. And then like plan hunts going forward. When you meet somebody and they're like, oh, you want to go on an elk hunt this year? Yeah, sure. How many points you have? I don't know.
Yeah, I think
Anywhere between 4 and 15.
And then the struggle always was too, like how do you find out on the state website to look up your points? Like that's always a confusing thing too.
This last year, we've been able to really focus on Point Tracker as well as some other awesome things that are coming down the line that we'll be releasing here soon to make the whole experience with goHUNT more cohesive, more unified, and just easier to use across the board.
You no longer have to have, we've all had those little spreadsheets, notepads, that sort of thing, trying to keep track of our points. Now you can just jump in here, enter in all the points you have for every single state, and that information is just going to seamlessly transfer over filtering 2.0 and draw odds. So once you're in those features of Insider, your points that you entered are automatically getting entered. It saves extra time, allows you to jump in and find hunts a lot quicker.
Yeah, application season, it is the most important season. We often refer to it as the off season here. And for us, it's just more of like the mentality of being in season or out of season. So off season is a lot more like, preparing, making sure, get in better shape, capitalize on some of the mistakes that you had last year, some of the weaknesses you had the year before. That's what we refer to as the off season. But it is the wrong way to reference it because this is the season. If you don't if you're not applying and you are not a part of application season, you're not going to have any Western tags. So like this is where it all starts, is right now. And a lot of the times, like from the outside looking in, a non-hunter looking in, or maybe even from an East Coast hunter who isn't used to what an application process is or an application season is, like for us, hunting literally starts right now. I mean, we have multiple states open that you can apply for right now, and if you don't do it and you don't know what your plan is today, then you're not going to have the ability to go hunting in the fall, you know, without having to use some of the over-the-counter and guarantee tags. So this actually is our season.